Last week, Pixar had released a brand new trailer of their latest upcoming animated film Elemental. Most of you guys have probably watched it on YouTube, where at the end of the trailer, you guys can see the title animation. It looks so colorful and very interesting on its own way. And when I saw it, it was just like, damn, I will definitely create it on After Effects. Hi there, I am Sudeep from Visual Arts Tailor, back with another exciting After Effects tutorial video, and you guys may have already guessed it so far. So I will show you how to create an interesting title animation like Disney Pixar's Elemental from a simple path in After Effects. If you watch the title animation for the first time, it may seem very complicated because of those animation randomly happening at the same time, but if you watch it closely, it's just a simple dream path animation. Well, so we'll start with creating a path here, but before, if someone is starting from scratch, don't forget to create a composition. Setting will be this, like 1980 with 30 fps, and duration 10 second and 1 frame would be enough. For now I will create a path here, and you can create a new shape layer from here, or basically just select the pen tool and just create a path like this one. And now you can see that the shape layer is created. Go inside and just delete the fill, we don't need it. And for the shape layer stroke 1, I will up the value of stroke width to somewhere like 56. Line cap round, line join, round join, and basically the shape is ready. Now to animate this, I will add trim path, and from the trim path you can see the start, end and offset, and basically you can play with all three, or for the beginners you can simply just put the end value to 0, then go to 1 second, and this you can simply create the animation here. Now if we go to the actual animation, we can see that the line is moving, and to do so you just have to extend the path. Let's create the letter E here. What I'm going to do, I will just simply duplicate the shape layer here, and for this I will rename E1A. Just put a random name. It's not like you have to follow me exactly. For me, I love to organize each and every part. As I have duplicated, you can see that I am simply selecting the path here, and I will go to stroke and change the color, and for the first shape I will also change the stroke color to this one, It's okay, it's not important. Just create a duplicate and move it a little bit down and create another duplicate and align it here. Now I will select the first anchor point of the first shape and move it here. I will adjust all the shapes a little bit. You can actually turn on the ruler and measure it, but I'm not gonna do it right now. So this is it, and for the first shape I will move a little bit there. Now I will just simply duplicate the first layer and move it to the top and keep it hidden for the later purpose. For now I will select the first shape layer path and just simply extend it a little bit. Select the pen tool, create another couple of points and just move it a little bit, and do the same thing for the shapes here. So here you can see that the path arrangement is complete, and now if I play this, you can see that the path is acting completely fine. Now to look like the path is moving, we have to animate the start here. Like, think like for the first shape, when it reaches here at maybe this point, the frontal end of the path start moving. So at this point, if I create a keyframe for the start, and at this point I will change it to this. Now the basic animation is complete, and it is not the end. We will polish the animation later. Now let's do the same thing for the other three paths. For the second path, you guys can see that the animation is happening from the left to right, but we need to move the direction from the right to left. So we'll just simply go to the shape 2 path 1 and click this reverse path direction, and see, it is done. And now I will continue the process. That's it. Now I'll simply change the blending mode for the main shape layer, and now you can see that the animation is complete, but we have to adjust a few things like the edges. You can see how all the edges are rounded here. If you actually see the original animation here, you can see that how all the edges are filled up, and for the middle path it is very easy. So just select the second shape layer and select the rectangle tool. From here choose the tool creates mask, not path. Remember it. And just zoom in a little bit, and let's create a mask here. You can go further, zoom in and adjust the mask path, and here at the timeline just change it to subtract, and look how the shape has been cut out. And now for the other three shapes, what are we gonna do? We can simply duplicate the layer and I'm sorry, here I've already kept that duplicated layer here. Actually, I forgot, and I will just simply select and move it down. And for this one, I will change the stroke to butt cap again. See? Now, what we have to do here is just at this position, I will select the trim path and let's change it somewhere like at this point, and for now I will change the color. Here you can see I've changed it, and at this point the end should be like around 96%, and it will go further after that, and start should be hidden. Yes, that's it, somewhere around 25.2, and it should stick to that position. I mean somewhere like this position, so that it don't show up in the middle. And I have to correct it here. Nice. Let's change the color of the stroke again. I'll simply copy the hexadecimal number and paste it. Nice. And now one thing I have to do here, I have to mask it out. I'm sorry, let's choose a tool create mask, and here mask it out the other half, and see how it changes. And I have to adjust the end here. Here it should be like this, and we have to do the exact thing for these two shapes here. So I will quickly do the adjustment and see you at the end. Well, the shape adjustment is complete. Now here I will cut out all three of those shapes from this side. But before we move further, I would like to address these changes. One thing is I have changed the mode of those two layers to normal because of this duplication, if we actually overlay both of them at this point, you can see how the other layer is reacting here. So I just change them to normal and I trimmed out the duplicated layer at this point because we don't need the frontal part here. It's totally unnecessary. And now I will quickly go to the first layer, and it's actually very easy. I will select the rectangle tool again and I will mask out two of them. I'll just duplicate this one and move to the other side, then select both of them, choose subtract, and that's it. It's actually that simple. And now I will adjust the third one and finish it up. And you can continue the process with the other layers to create the final animation. And now I will show another one of my work which I created applying the same method. Oh, and one thing I almost forgot to mention. After creating this one, I will simply put these two to a precom here, like E01 precom, and do the same thing for the others. Here. Now I will select overlay and see. Now it's blending perfectly. So remember, the animation part is actually very easy, but all about this cutting and matching the edges here is kind of tricky and time consuming. So be patient, do all the little stuffs to make your animation looks more appealing and perfect. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did so, then please don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon. Anyway, thank you once again for watching the video. Have a good day. Bye bye.